Welcome back, everybody, to Too Fast 2 Duelists, the Speed Duel series on this channel. I'm your host, as always, Cody, here as always with my cousin Dakota. How are you today, sir? What?
Nothing. I just wanted to see your reaction.
Oh.
If I just stay perfectly still, I am completely
Where'd he
invisible.
Where'd he go? Oh, if it wasn't for you blinking, I would have thought Discord froze again.
No, I'm pretty good. I'm excited for some speed duels.
Yeah, maybe you'll finally get a win back. I don't know. We'll see. You've got a bit of a streak going.
I do.
Well, for those of you who don't know, let's get into it, shall we? This is a Speed Duel series where we have a wheel of all the yet unassigned skills left in Speed Duel. We will each get assigned a skill, then have 20 minutes to build a deck around said skill. After those 20 minutes, we'll come together for a match best 2 out of 3, or we'll see who built the better deck, whose skill is a bit more OP than the other, whose skill is absolute trash, who's, you know, just got luck on their side when it comes to their deck. You know, not just Jinso, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Who just happened to play the one card to shut down your opponent's entire deck.
You could have attacked me directly.
I could have, but you had Book of Moon. I didn't know that, but I figured you had something, and I was kind of right.
Isn't a set card always something?
Technically. Dakota, shall we get into it?
Yeah, sure.
All right, guys, we're gonna spin the wheel and see what we're dealing with this week. Jesus. Small Royd, Big City, Cyrus Truesdale field spell card. Well, at least that means I won't have to play the field spell in my deck, maybe. Wow, that is text. Okay. Alright, so Small Royd, Big City is a Cyrus skill, also a field spell. For activation at the start of the duel, place this card in your field zone and flip it over. For the effect, once per turn, you can target one other face-up card you control, destroy it, and if you do, add one Royd card from deck to hand. Once per turn, when an attack is declared involving an opponent's monster and a Royd monster you control, you can send one Royd monster from your deck to the graveyard, switch the original attack and defense of your battling monster during damage calc only. I don't know. I've never played Royd, so we'll see what happens here.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode. Let's go ahead, give it a spin, see what we get to play today. Order of the Queen, Tanya. Oh, so I think this is Amazon's. Let's take a look. All right, Order of the Queen. At the start of the duel, flip this card over. While you control Amazoness Queen, negate the effects of effect monsters destroyed by battle with attacking Amazoness monsters you control. That's kind of bad. I have to have the Queen to even get that effect. Yeah, but the other skill that she has just seems a lot better, just because you can do it kind of like whenever you want. This one I need to have the Queen, and even then the effect is not that great. However, I do think that the Amazoness cards are decent enough in this format that this could still work. I might just have to take a different approach to how I've played this deck before in the past. Well, we're gonna have to figure something out. Let's just get to it.
Guys, we're playing Royds today, and there's a theme on this channel, not just the series, this channel, where the first time I play an archetype, it doesn't usually go well. I either don't build it correctly, or I don't play it correctly, or something happens. So, with this skill, I decided to focus on what's good about the Royds, essentially, and that's the fusions. I chose to go with the Super Vehicle Stealth Union, which is why I have this smorgasbord of monsters you see here. Starting off with 2 Troll Royd, before damage calc, if this card attacks a defense position monster, I get to destroy it. Express Royd is arguably the most pivotal one for this. All 4 of them are required for the fusion. But with Express Royd, when it's summoned, I can target 2 Royd monsters in the graveyard, except Express Royd, add them to the hand. Because the main focus of the skill is either popping face-up cards I already have, or sending Royds to the graveyard to get the effect of the skill. So I can do that, and if I have the Express Royd, I can bring them back to the hand. That way I can use them for the fusion summons. Stealth Royd is basically a brick or a body just to defend my life points at this point. If this card attacks, destroy a spell or trap card at the end of the battle phase if you control another Royd monster. But with its low attack and its even lower defense, it's not worth using this skill to switch its stats, so it's probably not going to do any attacking. Truck Royd is here. This is a good one for the skill. When this card destroys an opponent's monster in battle and sends it to the graveyard, equip the destroyed monster to this card. Then this card gains attack equal to the combined attack of the monsters equipped by this effect. So the more he destroys, the stronger he gets, and I can switch him to 2000 attack with the skill if I want to. YuGiOh, because I got so scarred by last week, and it's just, you know, it's a machine, so it has some synergy, and it's easy trap shutdown. Vehicroid Connection Zone is the fusion spell for them. I can fusion summon a Vehicroid fusion monster for your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as materials, and if you do, it cannot be destroyed by card effects, and its effects cannot be negated, which is very nice protection. One off Merge to the Doom, because I learned my lesson last week about not playing power spells. Emergeroid Call. This is a very cheeky, very stupid card. It's a counter trap. When a spell or trap card or monster effect is activated while you control a Roid fusion monster, negate the activation, then send all cards with the same name as that card from the activating player's deck and extra deck to the graveyard. You can banish this card from the graveyard, target a Roid monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Then you can only use the effect once per turn. So it does require me, game one, essentially, if I can cheese out the fusion very easily, very quickly, I can then use this to shut down any card Dakota tries to play or activate, and then I can just rip the rest of the copies from his deck. A Magic Jammer, it's a little bit different from Magic Drain, but I think I might be a better choice this time around for Magic Disruption. Psychic Shockwave is here just for the YuGiOh. Wall Disruption, I chose Wall for stat manipulation because of the effect of my fusion monster, which we'll go to in a bit. But I chose this over something like Book because I know Book technically stalls and it's not a trap, so I can play it with YuGiOh. But I don't hope to play the YuGiOh, so with the extra stat manipulation, I thought that was a better pick. Fiend Sanctuary is a good substitute for the Psychic Shockwave. It's also a body I can sit on to hopefully prevent Dakota from attacking me. Night Beam is here for back row removal, Magic Jammer for extra one of those, and Widespread for a non-targeting removal. And finally, the star of the deck, the whole thing it's built around, Super Vehicroid Stealth Union. He requires Truckroid, Expressroid, Drillroid, and Stealthroid. Once per turn, I can target one face-up non-machine monster on the field, equip it to this card. While equipped with a monster by this effect, this card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. Now the reason for the extra stat manipulation with Wall Disruption. If this card attacks, its original attack is halved, so it'll go down to 1800 attack. And if this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage. So that's it. This whole deck is built around summoning Stealth Union. I gotta play a lot of not great Roids on their own, a couple decent ones, and yeah, just in case the Roids aren't really working out, I do have YuGiOh in here as a fall guy. So that's it. I learned a couple lessons from last week, but I'm probably gonna make some new ones here.
Let's see how bad we do.
All right, guys, you saw based on the skill, I'm playing Amazons. There's not a whole lot to talk about this. I feel like this is pretty cut and dry. We're playing 2 of the Queen so we can get access to the skill effect. 3 Paladin because it buffs itself, which is pretty cool. Plus additional 100 for each Amazon I have on the field. Swordswoman because it's probably the best Amazon monster. And 2 Sage for some spell and trap removal. 3 of the field spell, besides monsters, this is probably the best card in the entire archetype by far. It's amazing. It gains 200 attack for the Amazons, and it's not once per turn, so I can just keep floating. 2 of the Fighting Spirit because I feel like the last time I tried to play this, I kind of go away from this card because I want to just crash with the Swordswoman and do some battle damage to my opponent. But I actually want to be able to attack over his monsters. So 2 copies of Foolish because I want to get the Queen out of the deck as fast as possible. I don't actually want to draw the card because I don't plan on actually summoning it by tribute summoning. I plan on using the Amazoness Willpower to bring it back from the graveyard in attack position. And finally, 3 Book of Moon for some extra utility. For the side deck, we have 3 Night Beam because Cody said that a certain trap card is dead to him, so might as well go full tilt. 2 copies to Share the Pain and 1 offering for some spell removal. Next, we have 3 Cyber Dragon just for some bait, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much the deck. I told you, not much to talk about here. It kind of just does one thing. We're going to beat Cody down into submission. So there you have it. That's the deck. It is Amazon's. Let's just go ahead, get into the game. All right, buddy, here we are. How are you feeling about your skill?
Here we are. Not terribly confident. It's the first time I'm ever playing a certain strategy, so usually it doesn't bode well for me. But, you know, maybe we can make something work out of it. It depends on what you bring to the table, I suppose.
I feel like that's how it always goes. This is something that you're familiar with. I'll tell you
Okay.
that much. All right, buddy. I rolled a
Yeah.
die.
All right, god damn it. Die.
Fates be good.
God, this die sucks.
Let's go second.
Ooh, something different.
I think I just want the extra card.
All right.
What
Well,
is
there's
this?
There's mine.
I have to flip mine over at the start of the duel.
Ooh.
Order of the Queen. It turns my cards
if
into
your
Dark Ruler
monsters-
Hades.
So if your monsters destroy my monsters, their effects don't trigger. If you have queen on the field.
Yes,
Okay, interesting.
that's one way to put it.
Interesting. Interesting. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna start with a simple set, and then I'll get a humble summon of Chuckroyd. I think on that, I'm forced to pass.
All right, I will draw. Go standby to main. Let's activate Amazoness Village. Let's activate Fighting Spirit. Let's normal summon Sage. Now, I'm feeling like the way that this works is that I declare the attack that would trigger your field spell.
Well, it doesn't have to. I can.
You can, but if
Yes.
you did, it would trigger the field spell. Your stats would change, and then
you would get the 1,000 buff.
and then I would get the 1,000 buff.
Uh-huh.
So I feel like this plays around this pretty well. We're gonna go battle, and I will declare.
I'll activate the effect of the field spell to send a Roid monster from deck to graveyard to switch the stats around.
Okay.
I will do chain link, or no, so I will add a wall disruption.
All right. So this goes to -8, or yeah, it goes to 800.
Yeah, you're down 800. And then I will, so that's chain link 1 done. Or chain link 2 done, I mean.
Yeah.
Chain link 1, let's send Stealth Roid for cost to switch stats around.
I'll
If
get
your
buffed.
attack continues,
Yes.
you're buff 1,000, but you're still 200 under.
Yes. So it will die. I'll take 2. That will trigger the field spell.
Okay.
I will get to special. That's crazy that there's like no restriction on the field spell, because I could honestly just go for Sage again. So it touches the board. It's up to 16 from the field spell.
Mhm.
I will attack again. That would trigger the Fighting Spirit. So now it will go up to 26. And then I will activate the Sage and I will destroy your field spell. Let's go. All right. Pass the turn. Oh my god. All right, let's go. Standby to main. Let's get the pressure going. Paladin.
I mean, that's game right there, isn't it?
This is at
2,000.
16. This buffs
That's
itself by 2 and then 2 again.
2,300. So 2, you're at 19 and 16. Yeah, you've got game already. That's 3,500.
All right. Amazons, let's go. Game
All right.
2, buddy.
Game 2. I'll go second.
All right, taking the extra card. All right, we'll flip this. We'll go to the main
Yeah.
phase. Let's start with a Foolish Burial.
Okay.
I will dump the queen. Next, let's activate Village, and let's normal summon Swordswoman. I will pass the turn. It's pretty cool that like the field spell says just target another face-up card you control. Like it could be like a continuous spell or trap too.
Yeah. I'll do a summon a Truckroid.
Okay, this looks familiar.
I'm gonna set a card too. I guess I'll go to the battle phase.
Sure.
I'll declare an attack, but I will use the effect of my skill.
Yeah.
So what are we dumping today, folks? Let's dump drill. So that'll get to 2,000 attack, which means I take 300.
Yes.
Yours is destroyed, and then you get to search a level 4. It was
Oh,
400, right?
We totally
Or-
missed something, or like I guess it was you because it's your card, but
But
the Truckroid equips the monster that it destroys.
oh yeah, we did forget about that.
Yeah.
Oops. So this was at so it's 300 for me. Okay. Because it gets up by 2, so it's 17. It's a 300 difference.
So there you go. You can have that.
So now it's currently at 25.
And then I will special. I think I will just special a swordswoman again.
That's pretty much my turn then.
Okay. I will draw. Go standby to main.
Yeah, okay.
Let's just normal summon a swordswoman. And I will pass the turn.
I'm not seeing what I want.
Me neither.
Stand by to main.
All good.
Let's give it a whirl. Let's activate the first effect of my skill.
Okay, you're gonna destroy a card.
I'm going to destroy the equipped swordswoman
Okay.
to add a roid card from deck to hand.
I feel like that just makes it even better. It's just a roid card.
Express roid. Let's activate Fiend Sanctuary, but I am immediately going to sack that token anyway.
Okay.
For Jinzo.
All right.
Now, I'll go to the battle phase.
Were you like so scarred by Jinzo last time? You're like, you know what? I'm gonna do it too.
It's just because it's a machine deck, but kind of, yeah. So I'll go battle phase. I will swing with Jinzo on Swordswoman.
Okay.
And that means I will take, what, 6? No.
It was
Five?
3,
No.
4,
No, it's 7, 6.
7.
7. I'll take 7. 700.
Yeah, I'll do
700.
I'll do the field spell. I guess we'll go for Paladin.
Okay, now for the fun part, I'm going to crash into Swordswoman.
You're going to let it die.
Huh?
Okay.
And that is my turn.
All right, I will draw. Stand by to main. Night Beam.
That's fine. I can't use it anyway.
I figure not.
I mean, you know what it is. Jinzo on the field. I can't use it.
Yeah. I guess just to keep the wall going, as Paladin.
Okay, so now 22 and 22.
Yes. I will have to just pass on that.
All right. We will normal summon Express Roid
Okay.
and declare the effect. When this card is summoned, target 2 Roids, except Express, add them to your hand and then from the graveyard. I'll pull Truck and Drill, and I will activate Vehicroid Connection Zone.
Okay.
I will send the Express Roid from the field and Drill, Stealth, and Truck from hand for Super Vehicroid Stealth Union.
What does this even do?
I will use the effect
Sure.
and I will target Swordswoman.
Yeah.
I think for now, I will just go to the battle phase.
Sure.
I will declare on Paladin and then use the effect of the skill, the second effect,
Yeah.
to dump Droid. I'll just...
You don't have to switch it. It's 3K.
Okay. Okay. And then I'll have Jinzo battle over that one, which that would actually be 400 then because it lost one, right?
Yes. I'll use the field spell.
Okay.
I guess we'll just get another one.
All right. Yeah. That is my turn.
All right. I will draw. Stand by to main. It's not the card I needed to see. Yeah, buddy, you got this one.
Okay. All right, pal.
God damn.
Is this the first game 3 in a while?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because I got wiped on Haman. I got wiped on... We just talked about it before game 2. What was it?
The Joey skill.
Yeah, I got wiped on that. What was the something in between them? Oh, no, it wasn't. It was just because we were referencing this first duel.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might have been like
Okay.
the first person ever to summon that fusion monster.
I'll take it. Camera approved.
Let's just go second, I guess.
All right. Seems to be the winning strategy so far.
At least for this matchup, yeah.
Let's start with Fiend Sanctuary. And that's going to be my turn.
Wow, okay.
I'm sitting on a Fiend Sanctuary.
I'll draw. Stand
Actually,
by
that's
to main.
I forgot. Yeah.
Let's go ahead and set 1. Set 2. Normal Sage. Battle. I'll swing in.
Okay. Do I
Yeah, I'm using the effect.
yeah, do I call this one already a loss?
Maybe. I feel like that skill
Man.
does everything for you.
It helped a lot, yeah.
I mean, doesn't the token die?
Does it die?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. I've never actually had someone attack it. I don't know. I didn't think we'd get this far.
For me, outing that field spell is totally worth taking 14.
Standby to main.
All good.
Let's get a set down. Normal drill roid.
Sure.
Battle.
Yep.
An attempt for 2.
I will take 2.
That will be my turn.
Okay, I will draw. Standby to main. Night Beam.
Damn.
All right. Paladin.
Wow. All right.
Battle, and let's kill it. I will pass the turn.
Standby to main.
All good.
All set, and I'll pass.
I will draw. Standby to main. Oh, what to do here? That could be the truck. Let's normal summon Swordswoman. We'll go to battle. Swing.
It is.
All right. Called it. That is my turn.
Don't wear it out. Standby to main.
All good.
I guess I'll just do a set, and I'll pass.
All right. I will draw. Standby to main. Night Beam.
God fucking damn it.
Yeah. Paladin.
Ah, fuck. So now it's exactly 2K.
2K.
2K. 2K.
Battle.
I put up my own destruction here.
There you go, buddy.
Standby to main.
All good.
I'll just set a monster.
Sure.
I'll pass.
All right. I will draw. Standby to main. Let's go.
I know I'm on a clock now for you to draw 1 card.
Yeah.
So
We'll go battle. Yeah,
Yeah.
I really like to have the field spell.
yeah, I know.
Let's declare on the unknown.
All right, that will be Selfroid.
Okay. Offerings. Pop this.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. Bringing it back. Game. Let's go. I knew that whatever it was going to be that you were playing, I was going to probably struggle with this strategy just because I had to build it in a way to try to stay true to the field spell. So I was trying to get out the queen, and I was trying to do it with a combination of Foolish Burial and Willpower.
Yeah, I was wondering where the fuck all your removal cards was. You saved them for game 3.
I saved them for the side deck. I tried to do it. I tried to establish the queen, but like I never had the combination of cards to do it.
I had the combination to get my fusion out again. I just didn't have enough in the graveyard. It sucks that you have to have 2 in the graveyard. It can't be like up to 2.
Right, yeah.
Express
Who would have thought that that was actually going to be a restriction on the card?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, for this game, everything came in. Like the Night Beam was a side deck card. I put that in game 2.
Book.
I think I took out Book.
Offerings.
I took out Book for game 2. I put it back in once I saw you were playing Jinzo, and Offerings came in for game 3 as well.
Yeah, you're only running Run Trap. Is that because of Jinzo?
No, I have 2.
2 traps, actually, yeah. Same trap.
Well,
but...
I was playing all 3, but yeah, I took out the Foolish, the additional copy of the Queen, one of the trap cards, and I put back in like the Book of Moons, and I put in the Offerings.
Yeah, there's not much to say about my deck except I built it for that fusion.
I mean, you did it, and like that fusion is pretty damn tough, especially with the field spell, because it's like that weakness that it has to like reduce itself is really bad.
Yeah, but I did play the Psychic Shockwave Jinzo combo just because it's a machine, so it does kind of synchronize with the deck. It's also just a way to get a body out that would shut down any trap players in case you're doing that. Magic Drammer, I tried that instead of Magic Drain, which I normally do for magics to disrupt them. I did play a power spell and Offerings just in case.
Yeah.
And yeah, Fiend Sanctuary was here, not really to sit on. It was kind of there for the Jinzo just in case, but
yeah,
in case I did happen to draw Jinzo, I could use Fiend Sanctuary to summon it without needing to off one of my roids, even though I had Express Roid to recycle them. Yeah, Widespread too. In case I needed a non-target, Widespread was there. There's really not much more to say about my deck. It was very simple. It was built for one thing.
I mean, both these decks are pretty simple. And for that reason, I feel like neither one of these are that great. Like we already played the other skill card that this chick has, and I think that one's just a whole lot better because it allows you to manipulate stats if need be, which I could have used that several times by this point too, because of you know, having multiple bodies onto the field. I could just ram into one let it die and then float into another and then eventually like attack over the big thing.
Mine was pretty powerful, but severely handicapped in the fact that it's a field spell.
Yeah.
And that thus it's hittable. Because I mean, we saw both game 1 and game 2. Game 1 and game 2, you took my field spell away, and there really wasn't much I could do beyond that because I lost my ability to extend easily.
Yeah, and I see that because like you read this card and you could say whether or not it's good just because of the archetype that it's tied to, but like it does a lot. I mean, yeah. It's crazy.
I mean, even like you said, I didn't do it, but like you said, when I had the fusion, I stole your warrior lady.
Yeah, lady.
What the fuck she's called? Warrior lady. When you're playing Amazon, you know how little that narrows it down.
Buff gal.
Buff girl.
Swordswoman.
Yeah, I stole swordswoman. Thank you. I stole your sword. I stole your swordswoman, and you were like, "Oh, you can use it to pop now." I was like, "Yeah, I could, but I'm just gonna use it to be able to attack." Even though it probably would have been better to use it for the pop.
If you wanted the search, then yes, because it's not like Truckroy where it gets like the buff from taking the monster too.
That's the thing though, is I really didn't have a good target in the search because the only cards I have are the monsters and the Figure Connection Zone, which I'd already summoned the monster anyway.
I don't know. There's definitely maybe potential with this archetype in this format just because they do offer some level of utility. They do have some like unique cards, but if you're trying to go for like fusions, the fusion spell is pretty decent too, making it unable to be destroyed by card effects and its effects cannot be negated.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Dark Fusion in a way, except probably permanent. Even better. Yeah.
Permanent, yeah, not one turn.
Which just goes to show like what they were thinking about when it came to this archetype. Like they knew that these cards individually are really bad, so they had to like give them some like busted shit. Hey man, I give you props. Like I remember when I played Roids, I saw this guy and I was like, there's no way that's happening. I'm not, and you did it though.
I'm that guy. I lose, but I do it flashy, I suppose.
What a way to go out, summoning the stealth union.
Is this my goal on the channel now? Do I have to summon that VWXYZ Dragon Catapult Cannon at some point? Well, so we have it. The King of Control strikes again. I don't think it was Control this time.
No, not really.
But it's another win for Dakota. So, you know, same shit, different day. Are you getting tired of it yet?
This was close. I mean, it's really weird where it's like you manipulating stats kind of just makes yours be like a beatdown deck and mine just inherently is a beatdown deck.
Possibly the worst beatdown deck we've seen yet on this series.
Yeah.
So we spent a lot of time after the duels talking about each other's skills. Dakota's skill is not terribly great because you have to really set up the queen, and he was never actually able to. My skill is severely handicapped by the fact that it's actually on the field and therefore can be hit. And if it wasn't, I think it'd be really good. But for that specific reason, I don't know if I'd honestly recommend the skill. That and the fact you have to play Roy's.
Yeah.
But Dakota, any thoughts you want to give quick before we wrap it up?
No, I think you pretty much nailed it. If you want to play Amazons, play the other skill because it's a whole lot better. It actually has utility that can actually push the game forward if you're in a losing state. And yeah, your skill card definitely has a lot of potential. It does a lot. It's very annoying, but if your opponent has either spell and trap removal in the main deck or the archetype itself just does it for them, it's in a lot of trouble because once you get rid of it, they can't really do anything.
Yeah, the consistency in the long-term play is very much hindered after that.
Yeah, I would just stay away from these. I didn't like either one of these to be all that great. Can
we get a Shark Tank reference in there? And for that reason, I'm out.
Yeah, for those reasons that we discussed, I am out of these skill cards. I don't like them.
I'm out too. Mark Cuban, bitch. Well, there you have it, folks. Don't forget to tune in next week for more Vision and more Speed Duel. We thank you again for your continued support and for finally getting us over our goal of 100 subscribers. So thank you very much from the bottom of our hearts. Tune in for more content, like I said. Till then, stay frosty.
See you guys.
What the fuck? Imagine a gender fluid person, but straight. Like the person only has a part-time relationship.
I don't get it.
I think what they're saying is the person conceives himself as gender fluid, so they identify as either male or female depending on like how they feel.
Yeah.
But they're straight. So if while they're identifying as a male, they can have a girlfriend, but while they're identifying as a female, they have to have a boyfriend because they're straight. So they only have part-time relationships.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's a weird thought. Sounds too complicated.
It does, yeah.
Literally, someone just commented, "What?"